Hey YouTube, Kira56 here, bringing you guys a deck profile of Machina Gadgets. So here we go. First off, I run 3 Machina Fortress. Basically, you discard machine type monsters with total levels of 8 or more to special summon this guy from the hand or graveyard. He comes out as 2500 beat stick, 2 effects. If he gets destroyed by battle, you could choose one card on your opponent's field and destroy it. And the second effect is where it's targeted by an opponent's monster effect, and then you could look at your opponent's hand and discard a card from your opponent's hand. So basically, there are no cons to this card. There are no cons to this card, with the exception of it being able, to be destroyed by spells and traps. And if it was immune to spells and traps, then that would make it pretty broken. So yeah. 3 Machina Gear Frame searches out your Machina Force or Machina Fortress, either or, and yeah, Strauss of the deck, and of course it's a Union monster. 2 Machina Force, basically discard fodder, no other purpose whatsoever. Final Machina monster is Machina Peacekeeper times 1. I only run 1 of him because I find running 2 is a dead draw, and sorry for the glare. Yeah, I find running 2 is a dead draw. I might run 2 if I actually think I need it, but for right now, I don't think I really need it. Next up, 2 of each gadget. 2 red, searches out 2 yellow, which then searches out 2 green. And yeah, it's pretty much gadget lineup. I think running 3 might be a dead draw, but yeah, you might draw into them actually. Next up, 2 scrap recycler. Basically, this guy is used to ditch your fortress. And you can also recycle your gadgets and gear frame with this card. It's also part of a little bit of draw power, I guess. Last 2 monsters are Gores and Tragodia. Gores because it's an OTK stopper, and Tragodia because you maintain hand advantage, and you could also have like a little brain control effect, and you don't have to give back the opponent's monster that you just took. And you can also modify its level for synchro summoning if you guys choose to do so. Alright, next up is spells. You're running gadgets, and most gadget decks, if not all, run 3 Smashing Ground, since Smashing Ground came back to 3 in the March ban list, and it's pretty good now. So yeah. 3, Book of Moon. Awesome card. Basically stops a lot of things. Stops attacks, stops synchro summons. If your opponent targets one of your cards for destruction, you could flip Book of Moon to save your monster, etc. Book of Moon is just awesome. So many things you could do with it. Next, I main two noblemen. You guys might be thinking why. From what I've seen, a lot of setting is going on. So, Nobleman of Extermination wouldn't be that bad of a card to run either. But Nobleman of Crossout is pretty much the main card you really want to run. If not, just run 1. And yeah, that sound in the background is just, I think, an ice cream truck. So yeah. Yeah, I noticed that a lot of people keep on setting monsters on their first turn and stuff, so if you draw a Nobleman on your first turn, you can just get rid of that, and especially if it's Sangan. Sangan won't work, because Sangan has to go to the grave. You're running machines, so limiter removal is kind of like a staple, really. This is really just a game ender, really, so you have to be sure that, your opponent is, like, literally helpless if you activate this card, because if you screw up with this card, the duel can turn to the opponent's favor. And last 2 cards are spell trap removal, heavy stone amnesty, staples. Okay, and on to traps, staples, 2 bottomless, no explanation necessary hopefully. 2 dust tornado, basically just to get rid of opponent's back rows, because as I said before, a lot of settings going on, so instead of 2 dust tornado you guys might want to remain 2 noblemen. But I like to keep my spell trap ratio like, even, kinda. That's why I run, Dust Tornado. Next I run 2 Oppression. I know this card would probably conflict with the special summoning of Fortress. So yeah, but still, honestly, Oppression's really good in this deck because most of the meta decks out there nowadays, they special summon a lot. So Royal Oppression would just get rid of them. And if you're just going to run 1, then you might as well main something else that'll help with Royal Oppression. But honestly, running 2 is pretty good. Yeah, I don't really find myself drawing into these for some odd reason, but yeah. so they don't really slow the deck down at all. Torrential, honestly, you know, just staple. Trap does shoot, ends games so much, like it really helps out. There's no explanation necessary. I mean, every main deck out there runs does shoot. Second to last card is Mirror Force, stable, yeah. And I'm maining 1, Starlight Road. Yeah, a lot of mass destruction nowadays, so, you know, I mean, if your opponent is skilled and smart, they'll probably know how to play around, with Starlight Road. But, you know, if they don't expect it, like, let's say you only have 2 cards face down, they may expect Starlight Road, but if they don't, then you can just, you know, Starlight Road it, whatever they do, like, you know, Icarus Attack, Geysaris, JD, Heavy Storm, etc. Yeah, and also, you know, Worship Torrential and stuff. You could even chain your own Heavy Storm, and chain, you could use your own Heavy Storm and chain Starlight Road. And of course, for Synchros, everyone runs Stardust, because I do have Starlight Road, so might as well run a Stardust. I will be running Chimeratech Fortress Dragon whenever I get it, and I'll just have to find some way to put the Cyber Dragons in there, but as of right now, the deck's doing pretty good without Chimeratech Fortress. But, when you verse, you know, mirror matches, when you have mirror matches with an opponent, and your opponent also uses like a machine type deck, you should always use Cyber Dragon Chimeratech, because it really could end games, because you could just take your opponent's monsters for his fusion material, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the game ender. So yeah, so that's the deck. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been tested pretty decently. Overall, not sure if it would top a Shonen Jump, honestly, but you know, has its pros and has its cons. If you get dead draws, you can't really do anything about it. But yeah. Alright, so if you guys enjoyed the deck, remember to click the like button if you guys like these. Yes, I know I have long nails, gotta cut these off. Yeah, press the like button, thumbs up. Comment below, constructive criticism is welcome, and subscribe with that white button up there somewhere. And yeah, by the way, this deck is not up for sale or trade as of yet, as of right now. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully I'll have a few more deck profiles. I just have to play test them a bit more before I actually put videos on them. So yeah, that's all for now. Carry on if it sticks out. Later YouTube. Peace out.